Hey guys, I'm here to explain you about what are the loan requirements, what are the documents required, whether you'll get the loan or not in case you don't have collaterals or ITR documents for your parents or your whoever is going to guarantee your loan. So we'll talk about it. I hope you guys are through your PI and now must be looking ahead for loan requirements, etc. Cool. So let me tell you guys a pretty important thing which that you need to understand about loan is that be very much focused about getting selected. Okay, if your name is there in merit list, be 100% confident that you will get through to join the program. And in between that, whatever is required, you'll be able to do it regardless of like what document you have, what kind of collateral you have, whether ITR is available or not. All these are required, but even organization understand that people who are applying are all students and belong to different backgrounds from different parts of the city, some from very rural areas as well. So like bank is operating since years and years, right? They get people every year around 2400, so they will be getting at least 1000 issues every year, and they have been doing it for more than like 8 9 10 years. So they know already like what are the problems you'll face and how they can solve for it. So possibly like you will get exception for everything and you will get a loan. So now say for example, if you have a question that hey, I don't my father doesn't have an ITR, he has a small business, he is not a serviceman, etc, etc, will I get a loan or not? Many people have also asked these questions. I just want to answer everyone that guys, if your name is there in the merit list, you will get everything. Cool. So please don't worry. But I'll also let you know what are the basic documents, etc., that you should keep it ready, which will help you. But always remember that these documents are all preferred document, not mandatory. Even if somewhere you are a little here and there, they will take exception. The reason I'll explain you why I'm saying this. Okay. See, understand this. Whom are they giving the loan? Okay. So they are giving loan not to any unknown persons. Okay. They are giving loan to their own employee. That means you're going to be employee of ICICI Bank tomorrow. That is on a later stage. Okay. Now think they are hiring you, they are training you, they will give you a job as well, and they will pay you as well. Then why will they worry about whether you're giving the document or not, or whether you will pay back or not? Because see, they are only giving you money, and from there they will cut a bit, which is your EMI for the loan, and the rest of the amount they'll give you. Now, when they giving money from their own pocket to you, and from there they are just cutting a bit for the EMI that you're giving, that they are giving to you for the training, will they think much about? So what? Why they are taking all this? First, see, whenever they are processing this fee as a loan, right? So there are some basic document requirement as per regulatory bodies, which is Reserve Bank of India. Cool. So they have to fulfill that minimum requirement. That's one. Second is, this is just to ensure that at a later stage, that when you decide maybe not to work, or if you want to leave it in between, then organization has invested in you, right? So they want to ensure that they either you pay or you continue. The main goal is that you should continue. And if you're leaving, then whatever the investment is there, at least they should get that back. However, see, they are anyways wasting time, right? In the entire hiring process, then training, and then later stage you are leaving. Anyways, it's a loss only. But at least the bare minimum, what is the fees? With that, they are not getting only the money, but they're creating a bit of commitment within the applicants that they continue with the organization. Let me tell you a very interesting thing is that when I was part of this program, which is in 13th batch, during that time, the regulation was that if you complete 5 years with ICICI Bank, they used to pay back the entire loan amount, which is like it was around 2.5 or 2.8 at the point of time. So they will give you the entire principal amount that you have paid through EMI if you complete your 5 years. And all because I left in 3 years, so I didn't got it, and I had to pay the whatever the remaining amount was there. But all my friends who completed 5 years have got their funds back as well. Now you think, why organization will give you back if they wanted loan only? So the purpose is not to take money from you guys. Okay, they're giving you job, they're hiring you, they're giving you opportunity to work, build your career. They just want to ensure that you work with the organization for a longer period of time because they are investing in you, and so they want to what do you say, take that benefit as well, that while I hire, I develop people, so the people should also stay with us. That's the only goal. Now, having that in your mind, you should try to get all the documents that you can. But if you are unable to, please don't worry. Okay, you are not going to be rejected. While I understand in other organizations, which is like HDFC, I heard that they were rejecting, but because they are pretty new, okay, they are like 4th or 5th batch it's going on, and ICICI Bank is having like 50th batch. So I understand the experience difference. Now they realize that, okay, that people will not be able to pay like that. That if you say, hey, your loan is not getting passed, so you have to pay. It doesn't mean students will never pay. At least if I was in that place, I will never pay. Okay, I will look for another job. Now, and most of the students are in that condition, right? They cannot go ahead and pay off 4 lakh rupees just to get a job of like 40,000 rupees. Now, so now what HDFC has done is they are requesting pay 15% in case you don't have any guarantor, etc. Which is like, for example, if it is 4 lakh, so you have to pay like 50 or 60,000 rupees, so that and the rest of the amount they'll give you, so that there is equal liability from both ends. That means at least you will think about your 60,000 and you will not leave training in between, right? And that's the reason why they have created this option. But in ICICI, I have never heard anyone who has self-financed and studied. So mostly your loans will get through. So I just want to give you this assurance, guys. Please don't worry, don't panic. Collect as much document that you can. In case you are unable to, just relax. Okay, I'm sure you guys will get it. The only thing that you need is your name in the merit list. That's it. Cool. So, but having said that, I'll tell you quick summary of the documents which is required. In case you want to take a note, probably you can. But anyways, you will get enough time, communication, everything you'll get it. So please don't hurry about it, okay? So a few of the things that you'll require is for ID proof, it's like PAN card, driving license, or passport, anything that you have, or for ID proof. Then 10th mark sheet, 12th school leaving certificate, 10th school leaving certificate, 12th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet for all the graduation years. If you have like BTech guys will have every semesters, graduations will have accordingly, maybe yearly mark sheets, and then your degree, and in case you are final year students, then provisional certificates would be required. For those folks who haven't been able to give their final exams, I would say please get in touch with the help desk, and please confirm that you guys have not even attempted. I'm sure folks who have not even attempted the exams may not be allowed to get through, so you should confirm. Cool. And maybe they will process you in the next one, or you can apply in the next openings. Cool. Then in case you have SC/ST certificate, you need to carry that, 8 passport size photographs, copy of your resume, copy of your appointment letter, and blood group details. So these are a few of the basic documents that will be required. Once you arrive there, there will be a medical check, okay, because organization also give you medical benefits while you are in the campus, while you are taking the training, while you do intern. So there will be a medical checkup as well, so that they just check that while the student is staying here throughout the tenure, how it's going to be, health is good or not, whether they will face any severe health issues, etc. But mostly if there are any small things, don't need to worry again for health checkup, etc. These are just like to check if there's any chronic disease, etc. That's it. Otherwise, if you have like say slight blood sugar, slight BP, etc., there's no issues. Okay. And one interesting thing that I want to tell you guys is from November, at a nation level, college and institutions are being allowed to operate, but definitely it will also depend on the local government. But it may so happen that they will also ICICI Bank, based training center, which is in IMA, ICICI Manipal Academy in Bangalore might also open as well, and you guys might get an opportunity to start taking classes physically instead of virtual. All the best, guys.